This is the after action report for turn 52 of Over the Reich. So this turn I discovered Engines 3 and began Interceptors 3. So there were a few choices that I had. So it was like Interceptors 3, Escort Fighters 3, Strategic Bombers 3. Those were all choices I had. I chose Interceptors 3 because I'm currently replacing my P-38Ls a lot, and I also sort of figured that strategic bombers, they're nice to have, but I replace them so often that it's like it doesn't really matter. Whereas I'm currently building fighters, and so once I've built them, then they're there for a while. Well, not so much for the P-38s because I've been sending them out to attack stuff, but generally there's a good chance, especially with the P-47s, that once I build them, they're there for a while. So I figure, I might as well build the best, whereas, the shelf life of a bomber is, kind of short, or maybe the half-life, you should say. And I chose, so basically, I could be building the newest P-47s, except that I already have enough to do the jobs that they need to do. However, at some point I will want to start building these, because apparently they give 2 1,000-pound bombs as their secondary attack, and that could be very, very useful. So, I've basically decided to, sounds like that music is replaying itself. I'll just try something else. Yep, so I've decided to go and send my next squad of bombers, up north, from the north. And so here I've kept them just outside of flak range. But, because, I've, taken photos of a lot of these air bases in the past couple turns, and, they don't seem to have any fighters in them. So I'm guessing that, all the stuff was moved south for Schweinfurt Regensburg, so I should have a bit of an opportunity to attack here. So I've just sent out B-17s. My plan is to next turn send out B-24s, and just, because the B-24s can go about, cover in 2 turns what the B-17s do in 3. So I figure send them out, and then they'll come, then they'll reach in 2 turns and sort of all be grouped together. That might not work out exactly because I might want to send them farther north, or actually no, they can probably end up right around here or somewhere, because they can be covered by P-47s. So yeah, anyway, I'm hoping to go and make a good attack, probably on Cologne, Dusseldorf, Essen, Dortmund. Get them out, come back. So we'll see how it goes. I've also been scouting out D-Day a little bit, because I'll have to do that eventually. So Calais is pretty well defended. I wonder why it hasn't merged the 2 depleted battle groups, because I think they'd do better together. So there's Calais. I was scouting, I think I scouted Amsterdam this turn. It has a full battle group. I probably won't want to go and attack the Netherlands because, The Hague has a couple as well. Had a couple as well. And so the other option, which I was thinking of, was maybe starting all the way at Brest, because there's only a depleted battle group here, so I could take that with the 2 battle groups that I have, no problem. And there's probably not a whole lot else here, and I can also pretty easily destroy the French railway network without putting my fighters into unnecessary danger, or bombers into unnecessary danger. So that would prevent other reinforcements from being shipped in via train lift, or I guess rail redeployment is the official term we have. So I'll probably want to check out Cherbourg and Le Havre too. See what they have in them. So basically one of the advantages of Brest is that I could start now doing D-Day with only 2 battle groups, but I would have to go and get tactical bombers or fighter bombers or something like that. to support. Because, with only a couple battle groups, I would have to be able to pound the enemy battle groups really hard from the air. So, yeah. And something to know, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, is that battle groups can't be damaged below 50% health from munitions, which could create a bit of a problem. I haven't checked out what the odds are for a half-health battle group fortified being attacked by a full-health, not fortified battle group. That could be a problem, but that sort of thing can be adjusted a little bit too if we need to. So, I mean, I attacked one or two fighters. I think it was just one that, took 3 P-38s to actually get rid of. So there was not much action this turn. A little bit more on the night map. I think I killed an urban target and a couple of night fighters. But other than that, pretty quiet turn. A lot of moving stuff around, but quiet. Yeah, so on the subject of P-38s, I will probably, so I have a few, and I'll send them out next turn to sort of, be somewhere around here so they can intercept future attacks. Even though I'm going to get new P-38s in a couple turns, I'm still building P-38s this turn, just because I am kind of short, and they are sort of my, main engagement fighter at the moment, because, they have the range to actually meet the German fighters. But in any case, I think that's all for turn 52.